Good day everyone. So we are the group 3 and today we are going to discuss about the global media cultures. So I am the leader of this group. I am Engine Cadet Tapales Stephen Brent B, and these are my members: Engine Cadet Asombrado Jack, Engine Cadet Labay Dave Israel, Engine Cadet Chavez Nieben Jude, Engine Cadet Torres Ken J, and Engine Cadet Padillo Ayan Car. Since prelim, we have been talking about globalization, and now we're going to discuss about the relation of media into globalization. So first, let's define what is media. Media are the communication outlets or tools used to store and deliver information or data. So media serves as an outlet or a store or somewhat like used to deliver informations. And the first example is the newspaper. So newspaper, it gives information and opinion about current events and news. So newspapers are the oldest form of media because it has occurred many years ago. And the second one is internet. The internet, in essence, is a network system or the interconnected computer systems globally that's available to everyone. So internet is capable of spreading news or informations from a country to another country in just a second or just a click of a mouse. And the third one is television. It is a system for transmitting visual images and sound that are reproduced on screens. So in a television, you can see informations or you can hear informations via live streaming. So most of the informations in a television is televised in a live form. And that is all from my part. The next reporter will be Labay Dave Israel.
So, good day everyone. I am Engine Cadet Labay. So, in continuation of globalization in media, so technology and increasingly media, so we can, through technology, we can easily transmit our information. So, it is considered as a media. So, and media is always driven a globalization. So, in landmark book, Thomas Friedman, 2005, identified several ways in which technology flattened the globe and contributed to our global economy. The first edition of The Words is Flat, written in the 2005, posits that core economic concepts were changed by personal computing and high-speed internet. So, next slide. So, the relationship between globalization and media. So, what is the relationship between them? So, through media, we can easily exchange our cultural and interconnectivity. So by also technology, we can easily greater communication. So this picture says that technological advancement, so higher or greater communication. So that's all my part. So the next presenter is Engine Cadet Padillo.
Good day everyone, I am Engine Cadet Ian Carpadillo and I'm going to discuss about the pros of media and globalization. So first, it can keep us connected. Before broad communications, you could carry on your whole life thinking nothing about the world outside of your town. Presently, we are totally associated. What's more, this can be something excellent. For example, when a torrent strikes, individuals everywhere on the world find out about it inside minutes and can prepare quickly to help. Without broad communications, we would have undeniably less capacity to see how we are totally associated and how we as a whole need each other. Next, it can spur business. Where might business be without publicizing and advertising? On account of the business correspondence made conceivable by broad communications, organization can arrive at potential purchasers quicker and simpler than any time in recent memory. These aids make a big difference for our economy. Next one, it can spread art and culture. On the web, you can see the entirety of the world's imaginative showstoppers or find out about the particularities of a culture far eliminated from your own. Also, various TV and radio projects commit themselves to investigating the world, offering us the opportunity to find new things and novel thoughts and edify ourselves simultaneously. Last one, which is for me is very important one, it can give voice to the voiceless. From correspondence bringing us account of individuals in top spots to web-based media permitting one individual musings to become famous online and spread. That's all for my report, and the next reporter will be Engine Cadet Travis Nevenjude.
So good day. I am the next reporter. I am Yevin Jude Chavez, Cadet Yevin Jude Chavez. My topic is the cons of globalization. So number one is uh, the cons of globalization can empower the powerful. So must uh, can give more power to the powerful people like the politicians, the uh, business tycoons. They can use their power to manipulate uh, people, manipulate certain uh, group of people, so they can achieve what they want and they can achieve what they need. So second, it tends to be used for disinformation and hate. So in globalization, media can be the very powerful source of discrimination and disinformation and hate. So uh, the media is a very big tool to disseminate and in the by this the people can get easily disoriented, misinformed by the different medias used by the so-called powerful people, so they can achieve what they need, what they want. So the second is the cons of media globalization is it can homogenize culture and it can overtake personal connections. So with this, before broad communications, workmanship and culture were more confined and their reflective variety how individuals talk and dressed, and we've all seen it to be a piece of it, a bunch of out of super where everybody spends a large of quantity, a large of gazing at their telephones, of looking at a TV in the corner. So grabe kayo kakuan sa media. Media can be very manipulative and they can be easily used to get more attention and get more power to convince and disinformate people. So that's all, and I'll give to the next reporter.
Hello, good day. This is Engine Cadet Asombrado, and I'll be reporting for the global media culture and its characteristics of globalization. So, one of the characteristics of a media culture is that it will technology being driven. So from its own words, we as an individual is moving forward or onwards. So we mainly focuses on technology advancement. And next one is the integration of economies. As we all are being a globally competitive, we all know that in our economics we should also be competitive with each other. So the next one of the characteristics of a globalization is that we are aiming to become a westernization, because being a westernization means a above race, but not at all. Next one is becoming a capitalism, because we all know that we wanted to be as part of being a capitalist. Next is the as part of the characteristic of globalization in terms of media culture is the history of colonialism and imperialism. So, and that's the characteristics of globalization. So, the movement of culture. So, as times goes by, culture in the global media are also in the form of moving or in the movement. So, we have this one question: how people information being moved. So as times goes by, we are being a globally and advanced. So the media will help us to spread news that we are into it. So in the social media, for example, Facebook. Next one is the each movement of the forms of media and cultural exchange. So how do we say so that there is a cultural exchange? So in the social media platforms, we all know that we can adapt on each of those concepts from other countries. Therefore, those culture will being brought to us. That could be all for my report. The next one is Engine Cadet Torres. Go on.
Thank you, Engine Cadet Jack Osombrado. So, good day, sir. I am Engine Cadet Torres Kente. So today, I will tackle about the global media, culture, and history. So, much globalized media content comes from the West, particularly in the United States. Driven by advertising, US culture and media have a strong consumerist bent, meaning that the ever-increasing consumption of goods is encouraged as an economic virtue, thereby possibly causing foreign cultures to increasingly develop consumerist ideals. Therefore, a globalization of media could not only provide content to a foreign country, but may also develop a demand for US products. So next, globalization as a world economic trend generally refers to the lowering of economic trade borders, but it has much to do with culture as well. Just as transfer of industry and technology often encourages outside influence through the influx of foreign money into the economy, the transfer of culture opens up the same markets. So that's all for my report, and to sum it up, so that's all, and thank you.